Hey everyone, welcome to Meteorology. I'm Mr. Cloud and I'll be the instructor for this course. I just wanted to do this whole Meet the Teacher to give you an understanding of what's expected of the students in this course. Some of the things that we discussed, it's everything related to weather and atmosphere. We're going to talk about some weather tools that a meteorologist can use to determine information about the weather, things about clouds, precipitation, pressure systems, natural disasters, climate, and weather maps. So hopefully by the end, students will have a deeper understanding of what some of these terms mean. They'll hopefully be able to read a map and understand what some of the symbols mean in order to kind of predict a little bit about the weather. Some of the materials that students are required are things like a black pen or pencil. Uh, Anything that allows them to write is pretty much fine. And I do recommend a three-ring binder with loose leaf paper, mainly because of the fact that a lot of this stuff in this course works with handouts, and they want to have a place that they can keep their handouts and organize. In fact, I actually give them little packets to work with. So those packets are a lot safer in a nice binder where it can kind of keep it all together instead of just loose in a folder or something. The grading policy follows pretty much everything about the science department. Quizzes, tests, and projects are going to account for 70% of the overall grade. Labs are going to be 15%, and participation is going to be another 15%. Assessments includes tests and quizzes, as well as project and papers. Now, the tests and quizzes, they're going to be mainly multiple choice, fill in the blank, matching, labeling, all that type of stuff, and with some short answer questions. Usually, at the end of each unit, there will be a little quiz. There might be some mini quizzes thrown here and there throughout the unit as well. And then at the very end of the quarter, they'll have a quarter exam, a midterm or a final that basically encompasses everything that happened throughout. In addition to this, though, there is also the projects. We plan to have at least one project done per quarter that students can work on. Ideally, this would be done in class and possibly also in groups, uh, depending on what the project is. This is kind of a nice way to kind of help the students because not every student is always going to be able to express their understanding and express what they gained through tests and quizzes. There are some students that kind of have a little anxiety issues, so the projects are a nice way to kind of help them in the class. The labs are basically hands-on activities that they'll do throughout. I wrote throughout the year, but throughout the semester, um, they sometimes will end up working in groups, but for the most part, this is all going to be done in class. Now, because this isn't a Regents-based class, these labs aren't mandatory in the sense that they need it to take a certain exam. They won't need a certain amount in order to pass the course. This is just more that it's something. It is recommended, not recommended, but it is mandatory as far as their grade is concerned. Obviously, we really want them to do all these labs as best they can. But I just want to point this out that this is not like in earth science and living environment where they had to do X number of labs by a certain point, or else they get called down by the chairperson. Then the last part, class participation. A little bit about this. This is just the whole grade throughout the it, that's done throughout the week, and it's based off of what they do in class. Essentially, to get 100% on their class participation grade at the end of the week, they just have to attempt the work as best they can. That's really what it is. When I tell them to go off and do a certain paper, when I tell them to work on a certain section, to work on the lab, as long as they're doing their work, they get 100. Good job. And like I said, at the very end of the week, they should get a nice little 100 in that column. All my grades are posted and up to date on iCampus. Now, there are some things I would take away from this class participation. Usually, it's playing on their phone, not getting their work done, sleeping, talking, or being distracting. Anything that basically hinders other students or hinders their own work, that is what's going to affect this class participation grade. Of course, if they have already gotten their work done and they kind of go on their phone, it's going to be a little bit more lenient. But for the most part, if they start playing on their phone or doing any of this stuff, it's going to start negatively affecting them. So if you start seeing their participation grade for the week going down to 90, 80, or 70, it usually means is that they're not doing what they're supposed to be doing in class. And that's basically it. If you have any questions, feel free to contact me. My email address is the standard teacher email, jclough at wfsd.k12.ny.us. You can also contact me through Canvas. It's not posted yet. The Canvas might not be working, but eventually you'll be able to contact me through your student's account or possibly through your own parent observer account. Or if you don't like to communicate through email, you could always call me through the school and leave a message, and I'll try to get back to you as soon as possible. I hope to have a nice half of the year. If you have any questions, feel free to let me know. Otherwise, good luck and have a great day.